Well, thank you, Ambassador Waltz, for this invitation. It is an honor to stand on this stage with you and the other distinguished speakers here today to shine a spotlight on the deadly threat faced by thousands of Christians in Nigeria. I would like to thank President Trump for prioritizing this issue and for his leadership on the global stage and calling for urgent action to defend Christians in Nigeria, to combat extremism, and to bring a stop to violence against those who simply want to exercise their natural right to freedom of religion or belief. I stand here as a proud New Yorker with a deep sense of gratitude that we live in a country where we can freely and safely worship God regardless of one's creed, background, or politics. Well,
Since I came to this country, I've been warned about the Chinese by the white man. Questions like, would you rather live under a Chinese rule world or an American one or a white one? I've been warned about the Russian. Would you rather live in a Russian rule world or a white one or an American one? I've been warned even about blacks, despite the fact myself being black. Things like scenarios like, who would you rather, if there was a nuclear weapon, would you rather some crazy African have it or a white man have it? You see, the white man know exactly who his enemy is. And he doesn't shy away from making it known to the world who his enemies are. But you know who don't know who their enemies are? Black people. This right here is another example of black people not knowing who their enemies are. Nicki Minaj. Grandma told me when I was back home visiting, she said, Rico, if he helped 20 black people, you would have created 20 enemies for yourself. I never got that. I said, Grandma, what do you mean by that? She said, well, the same black people you help today will become your enemies tomorrow. Nicki Minaj, we helped you. We were the reason why the white man came to know your name. We're the reason why the white women and the white boys came to know your name. If it wasn't for us taking you out the ghetto, you'll probably have 6, 7 babies right now with 8 different baby daddies with tattoos across your nipples. We took you out the ghetto. We did that for you. We brought you out. And here you are today. Bitch, I didn't even know you could speak this type of language. Here you are, involving yourself into matters that you should be siding with. Now, let me clear out some things. Nigeria have major issues. Even I myself, I take major problems with it. But that's no issue. It's not an issue for the white man to go and solve. 1 million black people today can fall dead, and not a single white person that I know will flinch or feel some type of way. Everyone's life will go on because there's no empathy for the black man. You're using that platform. I mean, clearly the only reason they got you on the platform is so you can speak on matters you don't even understand. But you could have used this platform, which I know they were never allowed, to talk about the gang violence in the USA, to talk about the drug violence in the USA, to talk about your own husband or boyfriend or molester or whatever the fuck he is nowadays to you, to talk about that, draw awareness to that kind of situation. Instead, you choose it to address situations that you either know nothing about, ignorant to, and what else, and what have you. But listen, thank God there's the internet, because now we can literally shine lights on the people that betray us. The black man, number one enemy in this world, I keep saying it, is the black man. The black man, number one enemy in this world is the black man. Who killed Malcolm X? Black man. Who killed Marcus Garvey? Who destroyed Marcus Garvey movement? Black men. Martin Luther King Jr., black man. Shaka Zulu, black man. Thomas Sankara, black man. Um, um, Patrice Lumumba, black man. Steve Biko, black man. Every effort that black people have been on the path, those of us that have been brave enough to even let our attention be known, saying that we're black and we're proud and we're unafraid. We want fairness and equality. And we're not begging for it, we're going to take it. Those of us that have put our lives on the line to show other blacks that you can, of course, you can have an opinion on matters, on difficult matters, even in time when it's not even encouraged to have this sort of opinion on them. We get hunted down by our own people, the very people that we try to liberate for a paycheck. Nicki Minaj, as I said before, we took you out the hood. And believe me, we can put you back in the hood. You're not the first person to do this. One of the people that did this in a way that should be steady was O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson was the only black man who convinced white people that he was white, and they fell for it. I'm telling you, they had so much love for this man. I mean, it wasn't just one white person liking OJ. The grandparents knew who he was. The mother, the father knew who he was. The sister, the nieces knew who he was. The entire family knew who he was. Not only that they knew who he was, but I mean, they love him. So, I'm saying all that to say this. People, these are the people we have to now face. And let me speak on the situation going in Nigeria real quick. Donald Trump or no other white man give a fuck about what the fuck is happening in Nigeria. If 5 million Nigerians died today, they wouldn't give a fuck. Donald Trump and their goal now is to station themselves in Nigeria. Nigeria have the largest population in Africa. That's number one. That's a treasure for them. It'll be a major win to the United States government. If this is warfare and we're thinking out of law, that's where I would want to sit. Sit in Nigeria. Because now you don't even need a white person to wear a white uniform to try to go over to the Sahel region. Nope. Let's dress up another black Nigerians and send him over across the border to go and die and fight and create destabilization. I estimate on paper that said Nigeria have 280 million population. I will probably raise that up to 300 million population. So let's do some easy math. Let's say that the US government decides, okay, cool, you know what? Let us actually go and station ourselves in Nigeria, close enough to all of the Sahel region. If the US government focuses 2%, just recruited 2% of the Nigerian population, which will automatically give them 6 million strong, young army to go across to the Sahel region and cause trouble, they will continue to cause trouble until eventually they're victorious. Because that's 6 million fighters coming at you. Now, let's say they don't succeed the first time around. They put that number up to another 4%. That's what, 6 million, that's 12 million. 12 million soldiers. The US is not going to take 12 million white soldiers from America and take them to the Sahel region and take them to Nigeria and have them sit there by the border so that they can cause trouble in the Sahel region. No, but he can easily do that once he sits there. The reason why this is important to me, Captain Abraham Traoré has done an immaculate job so far of of doing the things that he's doing, and we can all see his effort. Not just effort, he's showing improve. Just last night, I made a video about how under the colonial ruling and the colonial companies, Burkina Faso will only get $1 billion for its gold, for its natural resources annually. Since he's taken office, just this year alone, he's bringing in $18 billion. That is $18 billion. $18 billion for his people. Now, that is quite an achievement. You know, let me say something else since I'm on the subject. You black American always pride yourself, and I mean, as of recently, I haven't much spoken on this situation. As of recently, you pride yourself in, yeah, well, we're the most advanced black people in the world. We have the most money in the world. That may be true. But it's not because you have any special skills. It's not because, it is only because you are, it's geography. It is because you are located in America. It is because you reside in America. No difference if you took a bunch of Africans and you put them in America and you let them stay there for the next 30, 50 years, they will also become the most financial, the most richest black people among black people around the world. That is geography. It is no different me who live in Canada today, for instance. Me being here, another African come here, you give him X amount of years, he'd be doing just as well. So it has nothing to do with me being here and doing something special. Rather, it has to do with my geography. And that is why. So I don't think that is anything for us to be saying to flex on. Now, I've always said this. I have no hatred for no black person anywhere. I don't care where you're from. In fact, I don't even look at myself as Liberian. I look at myself more of African. And that is a key distinction. I believe that we can do good together or we can do bad apart. And so far, it's freaking working. And it's been working for many, many years. You know? So let it be known that what we see here today, Africa, we have a major problem on our hand. We have too many of us that either just hate us for reasons on beyond to anything, but we need to figure out a way to come together. I gotta go. Peace.